Welcome back to the poor idea of Let's Play Castlevania Portrait of Ruin Blind. My name is Tails Fyraga, and in today's episode, I think we're going to finish exploring the city of Haze here. And maybe we'll go on to the next zone and hopefully be a little bit more prepared for how difficult the game is. I was actually talking with friends last night because I mentioned while we were playing Repo that I was kind of toying around with the idea of doing a blind Let's Play Portrait of Ruin, and they were confirming that the DS Castlevania games are significantly harder than the Game Boy Advance ones, which, to be fair, I felt that Circle of the Moon was pretty difficult, so kinda every game is gonna feel like that, or even worse. Not necessarily that I'm not having fun, of course, because it is an Igavania game, but I do have to get used to the fact that the difficulty is significantly higher here. Switch to Charlotte. So in case my commentary didn't make it clear enough, it is a new day. Alright. Use that. There we go. It's a lot of experience and a level up. So we did get a new spell here as well. And surprisingly, we didn't get a new, sub-weapon, even though we have, an axe now. Speaking of which... Oh my gosh. Alright, fine, I'll do the uncharged shots. Wasn't expecting there to be so many. They throw them so fast, too. It does feel like every mob in this game is maybe a little bit more aggressive than I'm used to. Although the slide does damage, apparently, so that's cool. Copper plate. And Constitution boosts con temporarily. That is another relic. Oh, it isn't another relic. Oh, it's a spell, isn't it? Nope, that's not it. Equip. Yeah, it is. Alright, so we might actually figure out what Constitution does in this game. It goes up. Okay, so yeah, it is the same rate as in Aria of Sorrow, actually, where you get 1 defense for every 2 points of Constitution you have. So that is something to consider. And that might be good in case we need to take a hit. But the fact that, again, you have to charge it, it probably is, still good. If you don't charge it, it's just going to be a weaker effect. So at the very least, the enemies themselves aren't really doing much damage. It's more just kind of the bosses that are doing a lot of damage. I say the enemies aren't doing much damage, but I did take a lot of damage in that room with the axe armors there. Oh, and we got ourselves this again. Alright, you stay... You know what? You stay there. It's your turn to ride the cart. Hang on, it's been a day and I'm already forgetting. There we go. There we go. Alright, there's the save room here, so let's use it to replenish our health. And there's still a few more rooms that we have over to the right, it looks like, or up and to the right, rather. Yeah, it does look like the game just throws a lot of enemies at you. Certainly within the game's right. But I didn't think Aria was ever this bad. And even Circle of the Moon, that was a step up in difficulty, but I was playing it earlier. But it never got to the same level of oh, here's a room with a ton of enemies that are just gonna chip away at you. There we go. I'll let Jonathan handle that. Okay, yeah, that over there looks like a solid wall. I was just kind of wondering if that top corner was something I could pass through or not. It isn't. I'm bonking my head here. We got our other safe travel point, or fast travel point. So, let's just finish up what's here. Enamel pinheels. It sounds like something for you. Defense is increased by a little bit. Some of these items are probably a good thing to get. Oh, this probably was a good thing to get, because this looks like a dual attack. Holy Lightning! Summon lightning in the shape of a cross. Press up and X to use, consumes MP on use. Yeah, that probably would have been pretty good to get before that big tough boss fight. But I guess there's no use complaining about it now. What's done is done. Sir? There we go. Wasn't even paying attention to us. There's a pretty lady right behind him. He's just like, I wonder if I left the oven on. There we go, I'll let you do some things, Jonathan. I probably should be using the team-up mechanics more. And it is the crux of the whole game, but at the same time, like, I also don't want both of my characters to get hit, because I don't quite know how, like, HP works. I mean, obviously HP works by the fact of you run out of HP, you die. And it does look like both characters share HP. But I don't know if, like, sharing HP is still true when you're... You dropped a tonic. Okay. Is still true when you got both of them out here. I'll leave both of them out for now. And I'll switch to Jonathan for a bit. He has a bit more defense, he can run into things. And there's actually some areas we didn't go through here. We should have gone through here first. Rush, a basic combination where both partners take turns attacking. Alright. So that's probably going to be another equivalent, like, dual crash there. Yeah, dual crush. Alright. And we're out of MP, so we can't really use it anyway. Whoops. Well, we'll get our MP back fast enough, I guess. There we go. That looks like every square of the map that we can complete right now. I'm not seeing any obvious gaps. So I think we might be good to skedaddle on out of here. Probably try to move to where the next portrait is. You look like somebody I can maybe test things out on. Can I do a dual crush in midair? No, I can't. Alright, well, that just causes us to use our normal attacks for a couple of seconds, so... yeah, it's not too great. Maybe I should swap to the other sword there, just because it's faster. Problem is, it's been a day, so I already forgot which one it is. Claymore. Claymore's faster, but not by much. And that is a wall. Should have been paying a little bit more attention to where I was going. I was gonna look up how the stats actually work in this game and how they affect things, but forgot to last night. Because I was like, oh, maybe I won't record the rest of it. Maybe I'll play it on my own time. I'll get Charlotte out of here for now. Just to prevent taking any additional damage where possible. Strength is obviously, like, basing our attack power, and Constitution obviously is our defense. And luck is probably going to affect like item drops and whatnot, but I have no idea what intelligence and mind do in this game. I'm assuming mind might be like magic damage, or I don't know why I activated that. I don't need a fast travel. We're at the point we need to go. Mind might be like magic damage, and intelligence is our MP regen. Because that's what intelligence is in like games like Circle of the Moon, and I think Harmony of Dissonance also had it like that too. What will it be today? Supersonic Punch. Go to the butcher in town and punch some meat to get ground meat. Okay, so we've got another quest here that we can utilize to our advantage. We can actually go back because I think I remember where the butcher is. Yep, there's some meat in here that we can get. Slam things as much as we can. Although we don't have the ability to pump, well, maybe. Ah! I see. So we just go back and forth a number of times to try to get the meat, I guess. There we go. Quest successful. Supersonic Punch. Alright. I should probably equip Jonathan with a weapon again, though. Probably a good call. Jonathan, you come on out. Come on down. And welcome to the Terror Dome. Well, maybe not to that. Welcome to Castlevania, Fear of a Drac Planet. Oh. Well, we're at least killing the death masks in 2 hits now, which is definitely quite good. Now that we fulfill that mission, I don't know if Wynn's gonna have something else for us to do, or if we can just go shopping now. Would like to go shopping because we do have a lot of gold burning some holes in our pockets right now. What do you like to do? Study done. This weapon's all yours now. Bullet punch received. Enable the wearer to throw punches at the speed of sound. Okay, so we got like a multi-hitting punch now, but it does more damage. Bam, 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 bam. And you...
I'll make you a deal.
Alright. So, from what I remember reading, actually, I think we got some more things here, too. Silent sandals, combat boots. We got skater pants and 60 suits. Engineer boots. Some of these would probably be good ideas to get for defense. Hat, sunglasses, honestly, not too worried about these right now. Got Shuriken, Yagyu Shuriken, Kunai, Dart, Rock Riot, and Ice Needle. So from what I remember reading, Shuriken is apparently like a really good sub-weapon to get early on. I did do a tiny bit of reading, not to try to spoil myself in the story or areas or anything, but I just was browsing and somebody mentioned that Shuriken and Ice Needle are really good in particular.
Thank you.
So I'll go with them. Shuriken, throwing blade used by ninjas. Interesting, so it's limited range, but it hits enemies below you. Alright, let me save. And we should probably equip the Ice Needle too. Cutting shards of ice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that looks good. And even like the first version looks good, honestly. think I'll let those rock. I was actually browsing because I was trying to figure out, like, if the increased difficulty in this game was just me being bad, or if it really was, like, increased difficulty compared to other games, and I did get confirmation that, yeah, the DS Castlevania games are a very different beast. But then again, I mentioned that before. Ice Needles. It's a nice effective shield. That does a lot of damage. Oh, right, we're on the fists. I'll switch back to the Leather Whip for now, actually. Just get a little bit of a range advantage. You know what? I can probably get up there if I had a partner. No, I can't. Alright, so there's gotta be something else. I mean, I can get up here with a partner. So we don't need to break that statue all the time. This will definitely be good for hitting enemies below us. This looks like a jump I can make. Yeah, after attacking with the whip, hold Y to let it drop. Oh, do we got the Wiggle Whip? Oh, we got the Wiggle Whip! Oh, hell yeah. And because I've got an analog stick, I can actually spin it around pretty well. Oh, hell yeah, we got the Wiggle Whip. And we got a spear. Standard spear. Ooh, quite a lot of startup to that, but that's good reach. And there's a boss door up ahead. Let's go down and save before we do anything with a boss fight. Save the game. I gotta remember, red rooms are save rooms, yellow rooms are portraits, blue rooms are fast travel. It is nice that it shows you, like, all the possible screens that— oh, you know what? We're probably gonna fight that stupid behemoth, aren't we? Yes, we are! Hello, stupid behemoth! Oh god, you can jump. Oh, you can kinda just set and forget the Ice Needle. Alright, I just need to be careful about when I use it. That's good damage, honestly. Okay, oop. Alright, I thought you were gonna jump. Oh, ew! That's a gross looking move. Oh, you know what? You're gonna vomit all over me, huh? We've got one potion. Yeah, okay, so that's a tell for your jump. Ice Needles, there we go. I can see why people were gassing this move up. That's gonna be really good. And didn't even need to use the dual crash. Or dual crush. I don't know why I'm saying crash. God, it was like that in Star Force. I was saying ground wave instead of grand wave. So there's another door here. And a loading zone. It's another section of the castle, the buried chamber. And a huge golem. Okay, so you are, I guess, immune to projectile attacks. Well, maybe not to projectile attacks, but you are immune to physical projectile attacks. Alright, Jonathan can catch up. Stab him. A lot of people bending them bars. Strong fellas, stronger than I can be. Still can't escape. Okay, these guys don't spread yet. Kind of use that as a shield. That looks like the way to go. They both look like the way to go is the thing. Anti-venom. Stab you. Yeah, they both look like the way to go. Guys, could you not? There we go. Ice Needle, I can actually see why people like it. The Shuriken so far doesn't seem that impressive, but it's fast at least. Offensive form, a stance that emphasizes offense. One second, I'm gonna swap to Holy Light in here. Are you a relic? No, you're... a weapon. Offensive form. Okay, so I gotta remember what the weapon icon looks like. Okay, so it increases our strength. And by not a bad amount, honestly. Problem is, we don't really have a projectile when we're using this. But we're doing enough damage to the point where, like, maybe the trade-off is worth it? And it lasts a long while, too. Oh hey, the Frozen Shades! You're from Symphony. I think Charlotte might be better off dealing with this. She can just sort of put a shield in front of herself. There you go, let's get the offensive form going again. I'll rock the power-up for a bit. Do you spin? You do spin, okay. Figured as much, because he looks so different from the rest of the game. See, there's platforms that give way immediately from Mega Man 3. I do want to see what's down first? Well, that might not be the best idea. Cestus, I believe we already had one of those. Actually, no, I don't think we did. I was playing Arya earlier, because I was thinking about whether or not I wanted to... Okay, there's just an invisible man now, and he's got kung fu powers. And he's hard to see, mostly because he's invisible. I mean, it's punching. It is doing that. I think I'm gonna stick with the spear for the time being. Maybe I should get back on that projectile, though. Shuriken, I'll use you. For now, so I can see what all the hubbub is about. Nice looking background, at least. Well, not really, like, nice looking, per se. It's well drawn, but it's spooky. Something doesn't have to be nice to be good. And look at Batman, he's not nice. And Ice Needles should take care of you. Yeah, so the Golem doesn't have very much health at all. And it's just a paper tiger there. Oh, and I can destroy the ice, too. Even better. So we've kind of just made a donut, so I'm guessing right is the way to go. I would have thought there'd be a save point already in here, but... I know it's going to be one of those cases where as soon as I complain about a save point, one's going to appear. Do a little jumping. Those Mega Man 3 platforms that are in Doc Shadow Man stage that I'm really bad at. Although, to be fair, the Doc Robot stages are not that great in the grand scheme of things. Alright. There we go. These bats are kind of gonna act like Medusa heads, aren't they? Save the game. Data has been saved. So we're probably gonna get to a... I feel like this is gonna be just the way to another portrait, in all honesty. Although it's not really a portrait if it's like showcasing an environment rather than a person. I mean, I guess it is in portrait orientation, but maybe landscape of Rue. What are you? You are a zombie dragon. Was correct. And duck under you and try to poke away to you with charge shots. That's poison breath. That did a lot of damage. I'm gonna go back to the medical center, and I'm gonna get me a band-aid. And after that, I guess that's the path we have to take. Guess we'll just have to try to take it with less getting hit. Yeah, we did already save. I'm not too worried about that. Oh, you're different now. You are several fish and not a guy. Sorry, Ms. Jackson. I am 4 eels. $10. Keep getting surprised by these plants. But then again, I don't really know where they are, so... They definitely want you to fight a lot of enemies here. Jonathan might actually be better just simply because we can crouch and stab at the same time. That's going to be something to get used to with the D-pad on this. I'm using the Switch 2 Pro controller for reference's sake. And all the sticks feel nice on it. The D-pad apparently has me facing left every time I go down, so I gotta be careful about how I hold it. I do think that while the PlayStation series D-pad is like needlessly stiff at times, it at the very least doesn't have that problem with its inputs. I like the feel of the controller though, and like the sticks do feel nice on it. Haven't had too much to complain about on that front. And of course, it dropped right then and there. Being a slime, you're pretty resistant. But nothing a little bit of magic can't solve. How much health do you have? Actually, I think a better question is how much damage does that... Okay, that does 40 damage to you. Yeah, the slimes don't take much of any damage at all. So you gotta have less than 40 health. Put up our shield there. This looks like a breakable pipe, and it is. Boiled starfish? What? I guess it's edible. Alright. Not what I was expecting in Dracula's castle, but kinda gotta expect the unexpected here, I guess. Taking a lot of small hits, and we don't have much in the way of health at the moment. Well, as soon as I said it, there's a potion. And I'll switch to Jonathan just because he has more defense. That is an enemy. Which means this is probably also more enemies. But it could be a save point. Definitely isn't. Okay, Shuriken are good with dealing with those guys, because you deal the 2 hits. But you... Alright. Ice Needle kind of just trivializes you, huh? Maybe I shouldn't abuse Ice Needle too much, but... Bandana! Better defense, and increases our strength and constitution a little bit. So Jonathan is definitely a tank now. Nope, get away from you. Right, I gotta keep remembering that the backdash exists. It's weird. I don't know why I forget about the backdash so much, because it's in, like, all the other Igavania games, but I just forget to do it for some reason. Ice Fang. Summon a sharp fang-like pillar of ice. So we got Ice Needle and Ice Fang. Ice Fang. Oh, it's this one. That might be good. Ice Needle might be better. Yeah, I didn't mean to summon you. Oh yeah, we did get another armor too, didn't we? Copper Plate. Big defense increase, though it's not like that's gonna matter too much when we're only taking 1 damage per hit. These bats are slightly less annoying than Medusa heads, but only slightly. Just because there's only 1 at a time rather than 3 of them. And you are another loading zone, which will take us to the Great Stairway. Alright. The Tonfa skeleton, oh no. Skelerang. Oh! You're not who I was expecting to see here, Death. I thought you would appear, the one who imposes upon my master. He's swirling with black magic. I've read about him. Dracula's eternal servant. Death. Dracula isn't this castle's master anymore. Why are you here? My, what an odd thing to say. This castle belongs to Lord Dracula. To him and no one else. I get it. You joined forces with Bronner because you're thinking of resurrecting Dracula, aren't you? Bronner. Who are you talking about? There's no point in playing dumb. We already know the current master of this castle is a vampire by the name of Bronner. Vampire Bronner. Even with my power, I didn't sense that. This needs to be dealt with before the return of my master. What? You really didn't know? Well, it doesn't matter. You're connected to Dracula, so I'll fight you here and now. Ha! With that useless whip of yours, at least your dead father was strong enough to yield it. Don't compare me to my father! Calm down, Jonathan. You can't beat him without a strategy, and we've also got like 31 health. Oh, and to think he needs a little child to admonish him. Get his ass, Jonathan. Sorry, Charlotte. Whenever someone mentions my father, I just lose it. That's alright. It's not like you started hating your father just now. But what's the point in getting angry at someone who isn't even here? It's because he's not here. Listen, my father only taught me the basics of fighting. Then he went and got himself killed, leaving me the heir to the whip. A whip he didn't teach me how to yield. He was so selfish. He must have had his reasons. And don't forget that you've been fighting without the whip's power so far thanks to his teaching. Maybe so. But now Dracula may be reviving and I can't even use the power that I'm meant to use. Even though my father could. It's true, but... Enough with all this talk about my father. Talking won't change a thing. Come on, let's go. When death makes an appearance, Dracula can't be far away. Yeah, you're right.
Jonathan.
Oop. And we got you, the gremlin. Are you save point? You are... warp point, which is almost as good as save point. And they do put the warp points pretty close to where the save points are in this game, I just realized. Usually they put them like a pretty decent walk away. Because they want you to be able to access this though, since it's the shop. Alright.
I'll make you a deal.
What can we get? Might actually be a good idea to get some potions. NP stuff. We don't have Castle Map 2, so I'll purchase that. You see a little bit more over there. And... Pearl Ring. You really don't get much defense at all, Charlotte. Holy Mantle, Forget-Me-Not. Well, that would be a good defense increase for you.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Jonathan.
Yeah, let's get that over the cape. Yeah, because the cape and the white corsage have the same amount of power. And Jonathan, can you equip the cape? You can. Alright, you got power. I'm gonna resave. Data has been saved. God, the animation in this game is really smooth though. I mean, I know the DS was a much more powerful system than the Game Boy Advance, because it could do like 3D pretty damn well. But they really made use of it here. Alright, so Ukabaks, they're not called Gremlin in this one. It's fine, it's the same name they use in Aria. Ooh, Persephone! The Kung Fu Maids. They are a lot faster and easier to deal with. Well, hang on. No, yeah, they seem like they're a lot easier to deal with than they are in Aria. Ooh! Hang on. I remember reading about this. The ones with the vacuum you can actually swap to Charlotte, and you get a little bit of fan service there. We did actually just get an item too. Was that a Charlotte item or a... Yeah, it is. Oh, that's a significant defense jump though. That is big. Okay. And this links back around to the main area. And there's a door, but we can't push it yet. We don't have the strength to do that. Then loop around back to the other side. Keep forgetting which is tag and which is swap. Ice Fang does a lot of damage, but I think I might actually swap back to the Ice Needle just because you can kind of just follow behind it. You've got your Venom Dark Angel there. Oh. Even vacuums Jonathan's butt. I actually used to put my palm over the vacuum. Oh, you've got like a fucking axe kick and like palm thrusts and everything. You've leveled up your moveset. I mean, you were doing crazy like flying Chun-Li kicks and whatnot. Not the spinning bird kick, but the upward one she has in some of the other games. Oh, okay, so they try to stun you with the vacuum, and then they try to hit you with that overhead axe kick. Should be fighting you at a distance. They've all got vacuums. You idiots, we all have vacuums! It looks like a swap is the best way to deal with you. Stab you. Let's throw some more shuriken. I guess I can see why the shuriken is considered like pretty good. A little bit of reading I was doing. You're probably a save point? You are. Alright, let's get this first. Don Quixote. I gonna be fighting some windmills? It's a book, so it's probably something for her. Story of a man who thought himself a gallant knight. Oh! Interesting. It's a big attack. Deals more damage than her sword does. Yeah, I'll keep it. Kind of looking at the timer here, seeing how long I want to go on, but it took me a while to get a decent intro going, and it really wasn't a good intro. So I'm good to continue on at least a little. Oh, and we've got a boss fight here, so wouldn't make sense to do a cliffhanger. It is... Oh, it's this thing, Karamet, I think it's called. Yeah, Karamet. Because you're another thing that has like a... Is there any point to shoving this guy? There's something there. No, okay, well... Guess there isn't much of a point to shoving you at all. Hopefully be a little bit easier than previous boss, the Dullahan. Ooh, Jonathan's been incapacitated. Okay. So they take a specific amount of damage and then just get incapacitated. I'll swap to him. Kind of like more reliable damage here. Oh, you can only be damaged by magic. Well, let's damage you with some magic then. You don't seem like you're throwing anything particularly nasty, but... Oh, I don't think it's because you're, like, immune to melee attacks. I think it's just I need to punch you in the face. Yeah, okay, so I just have to punch you in the face. This fight might take a while. I could get to the other side and get like a better way to push you a bit easier. There we go, because then we can use the, but that might trap me if he summons the slimes. Do the team up. Oh, right, you do damage. I wasn't even paying attention. I do like this game over screen, but I can't help but notice how happy and doofy that snake looks. He's cute. He looks like he's having a great time. Also, couldn't help but notice that we got 120% on our map completion. I feel like that's not how percentages work. But I think it's counting like both the castle map and the City of Haze we were in earlier. Okay, so here's going to be my strategy. I'm going to push you over here. Yeah, there we go. Jonathan can scare you out. And I can just keep spamming ice needles. Well, until Jonathan gets hit. So he's going to be stunned for a little bit. Okay, but it does look like Karamet's Cauldron there also blocks the ads, too. I think that actually did less damage to Charlotte than it did for Jonathan, which is surprising. Oh, I actually don't need you up here, Jonathan. You down there, doing your stabby thing. Oh, I get it. Okay, so the ads are summoned whenever, you attack the cauldron while Karamit's out of his shell. Oop. I'm gonna use one of those potions we bought. Now that I'm armed with knowledge. Maybe I should go over and take care of some of these guys? Maybe not. Damn. It wasn't letting me jump down for some reason. Oh, probably because I was still in mid-swing. That's game over number 2. The bosses have come back to being difficult again. At least I feel like I've got a solid strategy for this fight, though. So I feel like this shouldn't be too much of a problem. I just need to pay attention to what he's doing. It's all a matter of timing. Alright. He actually always faces where, someone is hitting him. Alright, Jonathan's down. I should probably switch to him just for the defense boost. Don't know if those ads are, like, doing anything, though. I almost want to say that the ads, if they connect, like with the cauldron, restore his health, but I don't know how true that is. I'm gonna use one of the potions. It almost feels like the ads are there for a reason. All of these episodes are going to be capping off with a boss fight that I'm absolute shite at. Some of you. Oh no! I get it! Okay, I get how those orbs are working now. Alright. I need to put you over there. You're gonna draw his aggro. Yep. Piss. Touched my toe, and my toe is my main weakness there. Or I guess it was kind of more like my heel. Okay, I think much like with the Dullahan earlier, I think one more solid try, and I should be able to figure out how this fight's gonna work. I think I've got the right idea of setting Jonathan down to attack from one angle, and then attacking with Charlotte from the next. It's gonna be a little bit of a slow pace there. Alright. And I'll bring Jonathan back in. And he can do all of that. Or maybe I should be letting Charlotte hit that since she's got less damage on her main weapon. But then again, with this strategy I can use ice needles. Alright, Jonathan's been knocked out. Oh, I see, and I can go over to him to revive him. There we go. I think this is where... Oh no, he's taking the MP gauge. That's what it is. So he takes MP as long as he's out. I get it. Mostly. Mostly. Or at least it seemed like it was it. Alright, there we go. Yeah, once I had a strategy involved, that fight became a lot easier. It was just a matter of actually figuring the strategy out and executing it. But I guess it makes sense you gotta do a two-pronged attack in a game that's all about tag-ins.
Jonathan.
Let's go back to that save point, and we'll continue in the next episode. Because after a boss fight seems like a good way to end things off. Alright, there's a lot of stuff to the right that we need to do, and we're probably going to get our second portrait to jump into there. But that's going to be for the next episode. So, if you liked this video, then leave a like, and if you've got any tips, then that would be cool. If you didn't like this video, you need to have a 500-word essay on why you didn't like the video. I'm requiring that now. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!